Now, when I tell people that the national media hates the U, people look at me like I'm silly. When I tell people the national media does not want the U back, when I tell you that it's us against the world, it's really us against the world. And we're going to talk about how ESPN attacked our boy Mario Cristobal for no good reason. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome to MDTV Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And big shout out to the Kane Gang, those who are part of the YouTube membership. I appreciate you guys going above and beyond to help support the channel. But today I want to talk about Ryan Clark and Greeny from ESPN. Now, you guys are all up to date with the Nico Iamaleava situation with Tennessee. He wanted a contract extension before the playoff game. They start negotiating, or they had talks. Then, there was rumors of threats that he would sit out the playoff game. Then they had the playoff game, and he played like a two-pack of ass, only 108 yards or something like that. Then a day before the spring game, he doesn't go to the meetings. He says that he's not gonna. He doesn't go to practice, and he doesn't meet with the head coach that day because he wants more money. And Coach Heupel says, "You can go. Goodbye." Nobody's bigger than the Tennessee Vols. Okay, so we understand what happens now. Now, Ryan Clark is going to tell us that it's Mario Cristobal's fault. Guys, it's time for you to become a sports content creator. Right now, I have 2 YouTube channels monetized, my Twitter monetized, and my TikTok account monetized. Hell, I just made $700 by posting one video on TikTok.
Damn.
I don't say that to brag or anything, but I feel like a lot of people don't talk about sports content creation tips, and a lot of people don't talk about the money side. And I know we all talk sports 24/7, so you might as well make some money doing it. Now, if you want help, you can DM me. If you're on TikTok, which I think everybody should have a TikTok because it's easier to grow over there and they pay you the most, I've already created an ebook that's going to show you the fastest way to make money while talking about sports. And I'm already editing and working on a YouTube version of that. So if you've watched any of my channels and said, hey, I can do what Grant does, you're probably right. So if you want a little help with that, just DM me, check out my ebook. All that information will be linked below. Now back to the video. Now I do want to add context to this. ESPN did play the clip of Mario Cristobal. Of all the coaches who spoke on it, there was a video of Mario Cristobal I seen over the weekend. Brian Kelly talked about it. I think Kirby Smart talked about it. But they only wanted to talk about Mario Cristobal, right? And here's what Ryan Clark had to say.
Shouldn't hold out because the contract isn't binding, and now you got people like Mario Cristobal.
Really, Shaggy? Why are you bringing up my coach?
Who, by the way, is part and fault of this because he gave Carson Beck, who ain't the best quarterback in the country, $4 million to go to Miami. There's no reason for him to hold out because he's getting overpaid. But that's...
Guys, I don't understand why he even had to bring up Mario Cristobal. I don't even understand what Carson Beck has to do with the Nico situation. If you want to say Carson Beck got paid, so Nico thought he should get paid, I would say, look how many yards Carson Beck had. Look how many touchdowns Carson Beck has. Look at Carson Beck's resume when you look at winning big games. Who's the best team Nico has beat? Who is the best team that Nico has beat? Somebody let me know in the comments, because we've seen what Carson Beck has done at Georgia. So because he had that resume, he got paid pretty good. I don't know if $4 million is the number, but hey, that's what Ryan Clark says. But I don't understand, why did he have to bring up Mario Cristobal? And then not only to bring up Mario Cristobal, to say he's partially to blame. You know who's to blame for this situation? Nico. That's the only person we blame here. And you know why? Because, yes, he does have people speaking on his behalf. Yes, he does have his parents talking to him. But when we're talking about millions of dollars that you're getting, you got to be involved, big dog. You're the name. You're the one who didn't go to practice. So he has to get the blame. I don't understand why Mario Cristobal's name was brought into this. Now, we got more. Because Mike Greenberg would then go into his little spiel, and here's what he had to say.
People who've had contracts. I don't know what Mario Cristobal's contract situation was at Oregon when he decided to leave to go to Miami, but he certainly wouldn't have been the first one that had 7 years left on his contract but saw a better opportunity and chose to go get it somewhere else. So you can miss me with telling me the players shouldn't be allowed to do the same thing. Whether this young man handled this situation correctly or not, I don't know enough about the details of it.
Bam! Then shut your ass up! If you don't know enough about the details, then shut your ass up, Greedy. You pay attention to baseball, to football. You do not pay attention to college football. I mean, NFL and the Jets. You do not pay enough attention to college football. That's why you have Paul Feinbaum and Heather Ravinovich on the screen with you. Ryan Clark and Greenberg need to stick to talking about the NFL because they do not know the details. And when they go on spills like this, you can tell they don't know the details. Greeny, do you want to know the difference between Nico's situation and Mario Cristobal's situation? You want me to tell you? When Mario decided to leave, I believe Oregon got paid, right? Nico's leaving. Does Tennessee get paid? Does Tennessee get a payout when Nico gets to his new school? No. Miami had to buy out that contract. Okay, did Mario Cristobal say, hey, Oregon, I'm going to leave, and if you don't let me leave, I'm not going to coach in the bowl game? Did he not show up to work? Guys, I am the biggest person who will point out how we don't hold coaches accountable at times for leaving and stuff like that. But this is the worst situation to compare to because it makes no sense. And just like Ryan Greenberg says, he said it what he said. He don't know all the details, and you can tell. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to eat lunch. Peace.